Hey guys, what's going on? Imaginary World here. Today I just wanted to make a video showing how I mix rap vocals, like modern rap vocals, because when I was trying to figure this out, I couldn't really find any good tutorials, so I kind of had to just mix things together, figure out kind of on my own. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff was just kind of like old school rap stuff, and it's not really what I was looking for. I was looking for like the modern sound. So the way that I practiced was just on my own voice, which is what we'll be looking at here. It's not a good recording, but really what we're trying to show is just how you mix the vocals, not really the recording process. All right, so before we get started, hold on one moment.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon.
All right, not too much like internet money, but whatever. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the dry vocal.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when...
Not sounding too good. So usually what I'll start with is, I got my vocal chain up here, so if I look up here, that's what I'm looking at. So start with a utility, which I already got on here. I have it on all my audio tracks by default, just in case I need some gain control. So the next thing I'm going to add on is a compressor. The compressor that I like on vocals is the LA2A, and I have the universal audio one. Why did it? Okay, it loaded up here. Anyways, so really, I mean, it's simple, and that's why I like it. So turn up the peak reduction.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and depression are...
All right, so before things get like super pitchy, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw my next effect on, which is Autotune, and I've actually already got it loaded up here. So hold on one second. We're using Autotune Real-Time Advanced, another UAD plugin. You could just use the non-UAD version, or if you have UAD, go ahead and use it. Make sure you got your scale set, and then usually for modern rap, you're gonna want your retune speed pretty quick. I like it around like 3, because it doesn't sound like super crazy, but it still sounds like it's still pitching. And then actually, we're gonna ignore flex tune because we're gonna turn on classic. And so basically, classic is gonna turn off flex tune, and yeah, that's gonna make it so that you get like the classic auto tune sound. So so far, let's just hear how it sounds.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and...
All right, so we're getting there. Next thing I'm gonna throw on is an EQ, just to do a little bit of EQ before. So usually what I'll do is on my voice, I like taking out this range here. It just kind of sounds muddy to me, and so like somewhere around like 200 hertz. Usually that's what I'll dip, and let's hear how it sounds.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon, and I can't...
Somewhere around there, and then I'm gonna do some gain staging. Sorry that this beat just goes on forever. I'm gonna do some gain staging, turn it down a little bit here.
Anxiety and
we wanna make sure we're not clipping. Maybe I'll take out some lows, just because you don't want it, I guess, like super low.
Anxiety and depression are pointed at...
Next up, okay, so multiband compression. Take the multiband dynamics, multiband compression. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on this because I think this is super important.
Anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon.
So as you can see, we're taking out a lot. We're taking out a lot here. So what I'll do is I'll come back over to the output, and actually I kind of like how this sounds with where the levels of compression are. So we're gonna come over to the output for the highs, and we're gonna boost it. I'm gonna say probably about 2 decibels. It's usually around that range. So we'll start there, and that is gonna give us a very crisp sounding vocal. So let's go ahead and hear how it sounds.
And I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. I can't dream at night now. You broke me beyond repair.
starting to get crazy. Okay, so let's go back to the vocal.
And I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. I can't.
All right. So somewhere around there sounds good to me. It's not too harsh. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take another EQ afterwards. And this is going to be the last thing in my vocal chain. This is pretty standard for what I do. I do mix it up sometimes, but
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow.
Basically, this is where I'm going to search for anything that sounds kind of harsh, and I'm going to cut it out. So the way that I do this is I just take an EQ band, make the Q super small like that, and search for harsh frequencies. So
Like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. I can't dream at night now. You broke me beyond repair. Now I'm lifeless. Like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. I can't dream at night now. You broke me beyond repair.
all right, so I'm liking how that's sounding. We're going to move on to the last two steps, which would be basically we're going to add 2 more audio tracks. And in Ableton, we're going to set the external in to audio 14 because that's our vocal right here. I'm just going to rename that really quick here. So now you can see it says vocal. Do that on both of these. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to mute this one for now. We're just going to do one at a time. So this one is going to be our reverb. The reason why we're doing the reverb on a separate channel is because we have a lot more control over just the reverb. You can also do this in a return track, but I don't know why. I just do it this way. So someone is going to tell me I'm wrong. Oh, and you have to click in on these. But yeah, someone tell me I'm wrong in the comments. Anyways, so next go to whatever reverb you want to use. I personally really like the UAD Lexicon 480L. Here we are. This thing is sweet. Where is it at? I'm the wrong one. Fat plate. Just gets me a good reverb sound to start. I usually set it around, like, you got to listen to like decaying in time, but we'll just listen to it really quick. And also you're going to want to make sure that this is on either, like, so with the Lexicon, you have the wet solo, which means it's pretty much 100% wet, but you're going to want your reverb on 100% wet, because if not, you can get phasing issues, which is not fun. So let's hear how it sounds. So immediately right off the bat, way too much reverb. So this is pretty much our wet knob now.
I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep.
So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back, and I'm actually just going to listen for like it decaying in time, and then I'm going to set the reverb time here.
Dangerous, don't want to be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon, and I can't.
All right, so I'm liking how that's sounding. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take an EQ after the reverb. So we're EQing the reverb. This is why I like doing this. And I'm going to cut the highs out. Oops.
The anxiety and depression are pointed at me.
And then I'm also going to take the very low lows out.
The anxiety and depression are.
Usually there's some like really, really harsh frequencies around like 1K, but I don't want to lose all of it. So what I'll do is I'll do the same thing I did on the vocal.
The anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. I can't dream at night now. You broke me beyond repair. Now I'm lifeless. Yeah.
Now, I will say one thing that I have noticed is too much reverb is a really good way to make your song sound really, really unprofessional. So just be careful on your reverbs. And then the last one, you guessed it, delay. Pretty much the same thing. Throw a delay on here. My delay of choice. Where is it? Echo Boy. Love this delay. Echo Boy is great. There's a preset in here that I use on vocals called where is it? The dark analog box. This one is sweet, and make sure your mix is at 100% wet. And then I'll unmute it. And basically what we're gonna do here is just typical delay stuff. Just
like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night.
So
like a loaded weapon, and I can't.
It sounds really good, but it's kind of too much. So you guessed it, we're gonna put an EQ. And this one's already kind of filtered, but
like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep.
So I'm just gonna make it super dark sounding, like kind of filtered out.
Like a
and then from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put a compressor on it. And we're gonna sidechain it from the vocals. So every time the vocals, where is it at? Every time the vocal is in, the delay will be ducked. And I'm gonna do it pretty aggressively. So, because I only want it on like the tails.
Midnight now. You broke me beyond repair. Now I'm lifeless. Yeah.
Really, that's pretty much all from me. I did this super quick so that you guys would just have a short video showing how to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. And this might not sound amazing, but really what I wanted to do is just give you like ideas. So if you guys enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a comment, a like, subscribe, do what you got to do. If you want to buy this beat, it's on my website, momadeit.com, linked in the description. Selling beats on there. Go buy one. That'd be sweet. But yeah, and if you need your vocals mixed, you can hit me up on there too. $30. Anyways, other than that, I think we're all set here. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you guys want to tell me that I did a terrible job, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.
I am dangerous, don't wanna be near me when I blow up, no. The anxiety and depression are pointed at me like a loaded weapon, and I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night, I can't